But the most important thing to the success of that car making it to the end is not necessarily how good the car is, not necessarily also how good the driver is, but there's another crucial piece to this race of winning the race, and that's the pit crew. And I didn't realize this, but when they stop into the pit crew, into the pit stop, right? I thought the pit stop was like maybe 2 minutes, like, because they're just going, that's my putting the cars on. Like, right? I thought all that took like two, because you know how long it takes me to change a tire? It takes 2.8 seconds at a pit stop to be able to stop. It takes me, Christopher Charles Hampton, that's my full name. Christopher Charles Hampton. Say that with me. Christopher Charles. That's 2.8 seconds. In the amount of time it takes me to say my name, they were able to go click, 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 and win the race. Now, the fastest time was 1.8 seconds. So I don't know, that's the optimal team. Say optimal team. And the key to the success in life and whatever you are doing is the power of your team. Say my team. Now, you may look at this at agency as just a place to work, but as me being a broker manager and serving you and representative of my company that we deal with, I've learned to look at you as a team, okay? And whether you realize it or not, we all have a team. We all have a team. You just got to reevaluate how good your team is, right? And your team is supposed to do a couple things for you. Your team has to do 3 things for you. The first thing is to refit. So when I ask you about refitting in your life, let's look at the big picture of your life. Who's on your team that you are allowing to speak into you? You see, there's a level of trust that has to happen that when you have a leader that's leading from the front, I'm not talking about supervising from outside, they lead from the front. I remember coming to your office and a walk-in came in. And the walk-in came in and she took her back to the office. And one of the things that was a testimony of the work that Maria does is that the team member says, that happens all the time. The people just come off the street and they say, I want Maria. Is that right? And I want Maria. And the thing about it is that what she does is reproducible. If you listen to what she has to say to you. How many of you have seen people come and go because they didn't listen? Who are you allowing to speak into you? Are you allowing the leadership of this insurance company to be the optimal fuel that you need, right, to refit you? And when it comes to be able to be refitted, you have to give them permission to be able to speak into your life. You see, there's 3 different levels of teaching. There's the teacher, there's the coach, and there's the mentor. What was the first one? Teachers only care about giving you information. So like I've seen FMOs hire groups and groups of people, right, to meet a quota and then give them the information and then send them out into the world and say, do what you need to do. How many of you experienced that when you had a job and they just gave you basic information and then threw you out there and the world was still big, it was overwhelming, and you felt unequipped because all you had was information. But if you allow the teacher to refit you and move into this next level of coaching, a coach will come beside you. Come beside me real quick. A coach will not only give you the information, I don't care about the company that you necessarily work with yet. But he'll not only give you the information, but they'll encourage you and say, you can do it, right? How many of you have a few coaches out there? Now, you're in the sports, you had a coach and they said, you can do it. They gave you the information, they gave you the investment of motivation, and then they said, go on. You can sit down. Thank you. Give me a hand. The third part of that is the mentor. The mentor, you ain't gonna say nothing. It's my job to speak. The mentor brings you in, teaches you the information, and she coaches you. But not only that, the mentor is the higher level where you have to give them permission to call your crap and to redirect your way.